Really?
Bro, we're fixing the fucking Lexus today. Oh, well that has to be fucking censored out. Eh, or not. Anyways, we're gonna do the radiator. I'm gonna get a little bit of help from my brother, but it's mostly just the tools. I always wondered what this hose was dangling down here, because I've seen it before in the park. That's kind of cool, look. The light fixes itself ever. Right there's this little valve. It's a little hose. You turn it and it just dumps out. It's very easy to drain the radiator out. I was looking for like a drain bowl or something to unplug, but it's pretty neat, Lexus. Alright, well, radiator's out. I didn't show it because it's just extremely easy. It's a Toyota. This is literally everything we removed. I just hosed it down a little bit right now to clean it up because I had a bunch of coolant residue that just spilled everywhere. I'm gonna go get coolant now and then everything else I need. Yeah. Got my Denso radiator here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the oil change after. It's like Batman, no, it's like Superman colors. LOL. Hey guys, so if you buy a Denso radiator, you're gonna have to unscrew this here, and that's where your temperature sensor is gonna go. If you forget to do that, you're gonna have to do it when it's in the car, and that's just gonna be very inconvenient. And it fits in there loose, so make sure you use some thread locker to hold it in there tight. And don't spill it all over your radiator like an idiot. But don't use hot thread locker either. And then got the shroud and everything, just cleaned it up a little bit, not as much. And the old one's over here. You definitely see it's clogged, really dirty, plus the leaks at the top. And the huge color difference, this one's like rusted brown color, you know, versus the new ones. It'll be nice and shiny black. I got as close as I could to factory replacement. This is still the original part number, except this falls under the Denso like sale. It's Denso branded versus that one's Toyota branded, but they're really the same one. There's no difference besides just the color and the drain plug. The stock one is this tan, and the replacement one just has black tabs, but it's pretty much the only difference I've noticed. Alright, just getting a funnel now. I'm gonna go ahead and put some coolant in it. Start bleeding that. Alright, well, oil change is done, radiator change is done. Just bleeding it now a little bit. That's pretty much what's up. In today's video, we're going to be trying to convert this sketchy ass like handbrake for the rear brake. Oh, my clutch is so loose. Oh, good eBay clutch. Works. Anyways, we're going to try to convert that handbrake that's for the rear brake to a foot brake, I mean. I have all the pieces for it. I found this. It's for like a quad or something, but I found it in a trail when I went riding with my friend Alex, which is fucking crazy. My bike has some holes for it, but I'm gonna have to like run a nut and thing. Well, whatever. It's sketchy and it's whatever. This is what I have for the brake thing because I'm not paying almost $150 for the pieces that you see here, which is this metal rod. It's gonna be that little other metal flat rod right here that I'm gonna weld to this on that pivot point as such. I'm just gonna bring it back. I'm gonna have another spring here, and this is all gonna return back. I think these are the same thread. I mean, I haven't tested it out yet. I just kind of like looked at it, eyeballed it, and I was like, all right, whatever, might work. Worst case scenario, I just have to get a new nut for the back, but like I said, I'm just not paying almost like 150 bucks if I can just make it here at home. So what's a little welding and fabricating, you know, not anything new for me. So I'm just gonna get to that. I'll probably just cut if I finish it or make it, because I'm not gonna want to record the whole thing. I might, little clips here and there, but we'll see. I spent the whole better part of the day making that. I started it, I think, 2. It is now 6:20, and I finished it. I went through a prototype, whatever. It worked fine. Made it. The first one I made, it's just bent a lot. Like, I made the lever at the top that actually like pulls the rod bent too much, so I reinforced that. And then the rod was weirdly long, and I tried to bend it, and I don't know why I made the bend really long, so I just cut off the excess. It's a lot easier to put on and off now, but I think the only thing left for me to do is just to adjust the arm on the brake drum itself, because the brakes do work now, but I'd probably want them to be a lot stabbier in the future. And I mean, I do have a lot of thread for adjustment, so I know I can bring that arm back and still be able to adjust it as they wear, but I'll probably show it off in a little bit. Today, I'm just gonna continue to rip out the wiring out of this donor Miata, as well as the dash, everything else that I can. But we're also working on the 240. He's actually done a lot of progress on this. I mean, he came back, tightened up the whole suspension, and replaced the shocks with these new ones. It's a whole lot better than the blown out ones it has. Plus, it's not as loose. The top hats on the last one were blown. I mean, it's missing a lot of parts, but this thing's gone a long way from what he got it as. And they actually look great in there. It has like a lot of adjustable suspension. He also did the lower arm, which is cool. 240 is actually not that bad. We're gonna do the brakes on it because I don't know what. Yeah. Oh, cool. Because of that, last owner just didn't blood him. The thing here, so the fluid doesn't just splatter around everywhere. We're gonna start doing this correctly with this side, then that side, then that side. Making good progress. Just drive. Whatever. We're doing whatever. Alright. Seat box as well as the fan and everything. Really cool. This one didn't have the condenser or anything else, so it was really easy, but there was a lot of stuff that was wired in for an alarm system. Oh, right. All of this stuff. So that kind of got in the way when we were pulling out the dash, but we got that out fairly easily. Right now it's just working on the passenger side of the car. I got all the wires out, successfully fed out through the other side. So all that's left is for me to work on the driver's side, which I kind of have a little bit more pain with this side just because there's a whole lot more fuses, plus it's a whole tighter spot in this side than it is over there once the blower motor is actually removed. You actually have a pretty much decent amount of space over there to just slide the wires out. So, alright, cool. Making progress on it. Corner lady slid by, so I got some. You already know I had to. They say carb cleaner is bad for the paint, but I don't know, man. It cleans it up pretty well. Alright, guys, I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna call it quits for the day. To thank my brother for the motivation of wanting to get my car back up and running. I'm just so lazy with it. Honestly, it's just been so many failures that I don't think I can handle another one, but that's just cars. Holy shit, you bashed out a lot of fucking dirt. Is that all from the inside of the car? Yeah. The news defender's gonna line up a little bit better now. Still some gap, but it looks a whole lot better than it was at first. On the dirty side, but I figured I'd do a quick little update just to show you guys what it's looking like right now. And I've done a few things to it. Well, as you can see, I deleted one of the bars up here. Now it's just clutch and the front brake, like a normal dirt bike. Really cleaned it up well. Also, added this foot brake. I made it all out of parts that I had here at the house. This is from a quad I found. Looks really good. And yeah, it actually does work with the brake down. Like, so it's cool. Another big change is I also switched over to the 125 that was previously on the Coleman. The Coleman now has the electric start 110. I'm gonna see if I can focus on it. I'm gonna see if I can get around to working on that thing a little bit later to get it running. Everything's put in place where it should be, and it does run. I just have to adjust the chassis a little bit because one of the welds down there did break, so the engine's now lifted a little bit forward, and I don't think it's particularly a fan of that, but it is set together to run. Chain issues as always, it's just whatever. But this thing's been doing great. The 125 suits it really well. What is this? Ugh, it's dirt. I took it to the trail, so I haven't washed it, as you can see. It's really dirty. But yeah, the manual feels really amazing on this one. It's a lot more maneuverable. I can actually take the bike a lot more places. It's way faster. I don't know, man. I feel like overall it's just really fit this bike a lot better. The engine's cool. Kind of just miss not having the electric start, but you can always just kick it over, and it's just kind of a dumb kick because the engine's fairly new, so it has a lot of knockback. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole update on the bike. That's gonna be honestly it for today. Yeah, we finished the 240. I didn't really finish the Miata up. Some quick updates on just whatever stuff. If you hear the cars in the background, that's just the racetrack is on right now and they're active. So yeah, I guess till whenever I make another video. Peace out.